Alrighty, just quit raining here in southern central Ohio. Coming out here to take a look at some of the plants that my wife has set up here. This pepper plant. I started this inside and it's already got peppers on it. It's looking pretty good. There's a couple of these tomato plants. We put them outside and maybe a day early, a couple days early. We got a little bit of cold on them. I don't necessarily think it got seriously frosty, but it got pretty cool. So we got a little bit of damage on them, but they're coming back already. Looking pretty good. This little pepper, I think it was outside too. Might have got a little torch, but we haven't fertilized these yet either, so. There's another pepper plant. A couple of tomatoes. I can't remember what this is. Oh, radishes. And I think these were just planted in this pot from seed. They look to be popping up pretty good. There's another couple of tomatoes that got a little bit chilly. But they're doing well. They'll come back pretty quick. This one's looking good. Oh yeah. Some sage over here. It's looking real good. Uh-oh, now I'm going to be here. I'm going to get turned around so my shadow is not over this. Oh yeah, I think that's some kind of mint. I can't remember exactly what kind. But I think this is a big, it might be a Roma tomato. I can't remember. And then I think this is a cherry tomato or a grape tomato, and I want to say that's basil, but that is getting ready to get harvested here pretty quick, and then some more will grow. We got plenty of that growing. Let's take a trip over here to the compost pile. I know you probably just, where to get that dirt? That is the dirt that stuff is planted in. Is actually just from our compost pile. We haven't had to buy any dirt yet this year. And what we've done is just taken, last year we dumped all the pots and all the plant material out in a compost pile and just kind of stirred it up through the winter. Someone stole our solar panel and pump, so we weren't able to get the water on it, to keep it kind of moist like we wanted to. But it still did pretty good. But we feel like we can plant it in this compost because it's really, half compost, half dirt. And then we take all the big stuff out, this stuff, and that'll go on the bottom of the compost pile that we start again this year. Now, I know you're gonna laugh, but all of that dirt and this compost started off with this stuff. Stuff that was just growing in the driveway. And we'll probably go through again and pick some of it out this year. But literally, I started that compost pile picking this stuff out of this gravel and just throwing it over there in the corner. And then we started adding some other stuff to it over a period of time. That's what we ended up with. We do cardboard boxes. once these boxes start decomposing a little bit, see how that one's decomposing? And some of them, you know, they'll have a little tape on them. We'll take that stuff out and just throw it in the garbage. But once they decompose a little bit, that tape comes right off, and the rest of that cardboard, for the most part, as long as it's not, you know, got a lot of plastic stickers and stuff like that all over it, that stuff will decompose right in there, and that's kind of our carbon layer that we put in it. So let's go take a look around back and see what we got growing out there. Oh, before we even get out back, let's check this out. This is really cool. This is just a mullein, one of the mullein seeds we planted last year. It must have just blown up here or something because it's grown. So we won't be pulling that one out for the compost pile probably, but the rest of these we'll be pulling out and throwing in the compost pile. There's all different kinds of mint in here. Cat mint, spearmint. Stuff's doing real good. Maybe you remember these mullein plants, they were just babies last year. And there's some other stuff that we've planted in there again this year too. But these were from, I believe these are from seeds that we planted last year. Those mullein plants. I'll see if I can put some footage in here, but these mullein plants were like, I don't know, they were 9 feet tall. They were super tall. I forget what these are called. Aster, maybe? I can't remember. See if I can get on here and make it look prettier. There we go. This is actually the side of our little house. Some violets in there. I think that might be some more mint. Some more mullein. I don't know what those are. It's a dandelion back there. Some of those we use, and some of them we just let the bees go for them. I can't remember what that is. My wife's the expert on all these plants. So if you know what these are, put a comment in there. Look at that. Whatever that is, it's looking really pretty. It's looking good, nice and green. Everything just got rained on, so it's looking real pretty now. The sun came out. It is not a cloudy, crappy day in Ohio today. Now this is a corner of the house right here. This is a post to keep someone from hitting the house. Gee willikers. Anyway, this corner is loaded with violets. My wife really did a good job on this. I mean, this thing was just, and there's still more coming up, but these things are really doing good. Calendula. See how these violets just kind of taking over. Looking good. Calendula. Looking good. Uh-oh. There's some kind of oddball plant popping up there. I don't know what that is. Pretty one. hosta. I don't know what the other little curly leaf plant is. Some grass. I'm gonna have to come out here and pull some weeds. Another hosta. Well, that one's got a thing on it. I don't know what kind that is. That's pretty though. These we planted these last year. These are turning good. There's a potato. Now these potatoes here, they're just leftovers from last year. I guess we didn't pull them all up, but we saw them coming up, so we're just leaving them. See how they do. But we planted some small potatoes last year. We got a lot of small potatoes, but we got another way of planting them this year. We're trying to see if that does a little better. Oh, there's some more calendula. It's getting ready to pop out pretty quick, isn't it? There's another potato. There's some potatoes. There's some potatoes. There's some potatoes. And I think this is a free-for-all. Might be some arugula in there, maybe. I can't really tell if that's arugula or not. I think my wife said she planted some arugula in here. A couple other things. You know what they are? Just let me know in the comments. Alrighty. Well, this is actually the back of the house. You can kind of see. This is our garden. Not a lot of space. About 3 feet. Now I'll take you around and show you how my wife's doing the potatoes this year. Trying it in a rain barrel. This is the side of the house. You can see it's about 2 feet, and the back we got about 3 feet of actual dirt. Here's our melon. Alright. I should have showed you these potatoes first. But this is rain barrel potatoes. And my wife's got a nice video on TikTok. I'll put a link to that on here if I can. She put together a nice video on how she's doing these. And it looks like it's something that's going to work pretty good. That's just a rain barrel. And you plant some potatoes in the bottom of it. And then as they come up, you just kind of add dirt on it as they come up. And pretty soon they'll be at the top. But all the potatoes will be developing in the bottom. And hopefully it won't get hot or cold because it's in a blue container and not a black, or a real dark container. So hopefully that'll work. And looky there, some more violets. And there's a compost pile up there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. This is just kind of a quick tour real quick. I've been kind of sick, or not sick, but we just had some health problems. I got some just to kind of slowed down this year a little bit, but I'm starting to feel a little better, so I can chip in a little more and help out here a little bit. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and choose a comment, subscribe. We've got some more stuff coming up. I'm going to probably getting a vehicle ready to do some off-roading, to go look at some homestead properties. Probably Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Georgia, a couple other places we're looking at. But the properties we're looking for, they recommend you have a 4-wheel drive to get to them. We're kind of looking for a place out in the boonies where there hadn't, not a lot of people around, and just kind of be by ourselves and grow our own food. Thanks for tuning in.